Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. This is a video I'm throwing up. Like I'm in the midst of moving, as you can no doubt see from behind me. So this video was actually supposed to come out at a later date, but this came through today, so it came through early. So I'm gonna unbox it here. What I am unboxing is a Judas Priest CD set. Now, get this out of the way right in the beginning here. This is a Chinese knockoff. I know it's a Chinese knockoff. There's a reason for that, because from looking on Amazon, remember, up here in Canada, this is the latest. I don't know if you can properly see that, but yeah, $400 and $800 to buy this legit set. And screw it. I'm not paying that. So, this is the box set. Judas Priest Complete Albums Collection. Like I said, I know it's a knockoff. I'm fine with that. I don't care. I've said before, when it comes to like music and movies and everything, like if you don't offer an affordable way to get what you need, people are gonna go elsewhere. And that's kind of what you got here. The legit edition is crazy expensive, so you go with a gray market version, I'll say, because that's how it is. Stuff from Hong Kong and China, you never know. More than likely, there's probably no, they're probably bootleg type things, but who can say for sure? So here's the box. Got a little bit of crushing there, but that's the mail. Nothing you can do about that. So there. So here we open it up. Come here. First up, we got this book. I'm actually I'm kind of, I don't know whether impressed is the word I'm going to use, because I mean, like I said, these are essentially bootlegs. This was $50, but it's all the albums sort of thing. Quality wise, I'm not complaining. Then we get the CDs themselves. Do it kind of that way, so they're somewhat in order. First, we got Rockarola. The disc. Sad Wings of Destiny. I like these discs as well. They're quite good looking. Sin After Sin. Stained Class. And they're just the little cardboard sleeves, but they're just reproductions of the standard CD art. I'm cool with that, Killing Machine, otherwise known as Hellbent for Leather in the States, because apparently Killing Machine was too violent a name back in the day. Come on, stand up. This is Unleashed in the East. There's the disc. British Steel. Point of Entry. The classic Screaming for Vengeance, which is probably one of my favorite Judas Priest albums of all time. The amount of times I've owned this on different formats and everything, cassette, multiple CDs, is what it is, Defenders of the Faith, I have the 3-disc limited edition of this as well. Like I said, I just kind of wanted a box set, and I didn't want to pay $800 for one. Turbo. Priest Live. This is neat because this is kind of a little gatefold, so that's kind of neat. And this one's a double disc, so I think the artwork is the same on both discs, I want to say. Yeah. Same artwork on both discs, so I won't bother showing you both of them, Ram It Down, classic. Painkiller. Pretty much like everybody's favorite. Well, I say that, but Come here. Angel of Retribution. Oh, see, this one's a little different. Cool. Pull this up here a bit more. Nostradamus. This one, again, is a double release. And also different artwork. That's cool. And last up, there is Touch of Evil Live. Yeah. So as I was saying, I know these are unofficial releases. I'll say that. But honestly, the amount of Judas Priest I bought over my lifetime, I'm not gonna sweat owning some boots, because is what it is. And if you don't give us like an affordable way to get these albums, or just hell, there's an idea. There's something we need to work on. They should sell. Hold on, let me just close this up here. They should sell boxes, so that essentially, if you've already bought all the albums, you can make your own box set. I'd be down for that. I'd be willing to pay, money for a box. Just saying, Still, all in all, I'm quite pleased with this set. Eventually, would I maybe swap these out for like the legit copies? Maybe. I mean, like I said, I have a decent amount of Judas Priest on CD to begin with, so would I swap out the discs maybe and like put in the real ones? Maybe. I'll see how they sound, but from what I've heard from like other reviews and everything, these sound fine, so I am down for that. One thing I'm going to complain about, and this isn't anything to do with this particular set, because this has everything that the real set has in it. The problem is kind of with some bands as a whole, and that's the fact this box set, which is supposed to be the complete albums, is missing 2 albums. Jugulator and Demolition, the 2 what's his name, the Ripper Owens era Judas Priest albums. Now I'm a believer in the fact that if you change your singer in your band, and you go in a different sonic direction or whatever, that's still part of your history. And Iron Maiden have never looked down on the Blaze Bayley years. Are they the best albums of the Maiden discography? No. But they've never turned their back on those years. Whereas like Judas Priest seem to have turned their back on those years, and as well as Motley Crue have turned their backs on the John Corabi, I think it was, on those years. Um, I don't know. It always, at least to me, seems kind of ingenuous. It's like disingenuous. I mean, like those are part of your history that made you the band you are. So to just ignore them. See, had this box set been called like Judas Priest, like the Halford years, no problem. I bet but the complete albums and then leaving out two of them, and it's not even including the newer stuff. Um, just a little iffy, but that's just me. So yeah, $50 box set. Good looking set. It seems to be good, pretty decent quality all around. Um, as to where I got it, I found it on a site that begins with Ali. I'll leave it at that. Like I said, $50. I actually have a Black Sabbath set coming through as well. That's not through yet, but expect an unboxing when that comes through. I know that one does have an issue with the Forbidden album, but I have a legit copy of that I can swap out, so that's not a problem. But yeah, Judas Priest, the complete albums collection, honestly, worth it for what it is. And like I said, if these are the prices we're stuck with, I have no problem going for a boot. There you go. So, that's it for me. See you next time.